Coming up now, Nikola Tesla, everybody.
Hello, my fellow white people. It's nice to be here, you know? I will be speaking in my regular Haitian accent as Nikola Tesla. That's what's gonna happen. You know, it is not an honor to be here because I'm better than all these people. I am way better than you guys. I'm a fucking genius. Most of you don't know about me because you like fucking hacks like Thomas Edison. That's what you like. I was Rick before there was Rick and Morty. I was Rick and my Morty was the fucking pigeon. That's who I am. All right, I don't have any jokes about William Wallace because his life is just white on white crime and that's uninteresting to me. Oh, Ted Kennedy, you big-headed waste of a Kennedy. If you Google Ted Kennedy, Google says, do you mean JFK's other brother who was so boring no one bothered to assassinate him? How does it feel, Ted, to be so uninteresting even murderers were like, you know what, let's just let nature take its course. We'll sit this one out. Nancy Reagan is here. It was really nice to see her make a Cardi B reference. Nancy Reagan, you witless, unfunny Betty White. You look like if a cat became a person. You know, your husband is the hero of a lot of Republicans. They see him as a god. And most Republicans don't eat pussy because they're fucking Republicans. They're squares. But the only pussy Republicans would eat is Nancy Reagan's just so they could get a taste of Ronald Reagan's dick. It's hard roasting Castro because I have respect for him, you know, as somebody who stood up against America. I understand it. Castro is famously known for long speeches. He has the record, actually. He once spoke for 4 hours and 30 minutes at the UN. That's 4 episodes of Game of Thrones and 1 episode of Atlanta. With no commercial breaks. Jesus Christ, this motherfucker was binge speaking. You know, for as much as he hated America, Castro's favorite writer was American. His favorite writer was Ernest Hemingway. And upon learning that fact, Hemingway shot himself in the face. If there were more book readers here, the laughter would be bigger for that joke. Catherine the Great. Catherine is here. Give it up for her. Catherine is a gangster, man. I mean, I gotta give her credit. She makes Putin look like Mother Teresa. She had one of her lovers stage a coup against her husband and later arranged his murder. Or as the Russians call it, politics. Catherine was a great ruler, but she really was famous for being promiscuous. She sucked a lot of dicks. A lot. In fact, the only person in this town who sucked more Russian dicks than Catherine is the President of the United States. In fact, Catherine has had so many Russians meddling inside of her, her pussy was nicknamed the 2016 election. Steve Jobs is here. Steve Jobs. This joke would only work if this was the real Steve Jobs, but I'll tell it anyway. You look like a meerkat wearing a turtleneck. In fact, before Steve founded Apple, he spent 7 months traveling throughout Asia. Some people say he was looking for spiritual enlightenment, but the truth is he was just looking for children to make cell phones. Steve also had an illegitimate child. He denied her, and she was raised with welfare checks. So it's very fitting that a black dude is playing him tonight. What I like about this joke is there's only 2 people in this dance who can tell it. So it's very nice. Steve Jobs died of pancreatic cancer in 2011. They tried putting his pancreas in rice for a few minutes, but it didn't work. Told you, I'm motherfucking Tesla, bitches.